Okay, Bismillah. Okay, folks, welcome back. We're looking at the brand new style of the Key Stage 1 papers. So we got now the longer reading task. So we have to read a two pieces of text. Okay, and the two pieces of text that we're going to read are, pardon me, yeah, the one we've just read. So you start off the Blackbird and his wife. And the class has just read that story. Now we're going to answer the questions based on that. So, here we go. Question number 1. Why did the king want to have the blackbird? So let's get our typewriter task. Let's get it here. Let's get it set. And G. Okay, we want to get some of this nice and dark. Right. Let's have a look. Okay. Earlier.
The king wanted the blackbirds because they sang so beautifully.
That's right. That's why he wanted the blackbirds, because they sang so beautifully. He wanted them for himself. So let's try that down. So the king, why did the king want to have the blackbirds? You can just say he wanted them because he wanted them because they sang so beautifully. So you can write a little bit underneath the line as well if you run out of space. I have run out of space. Can you all see that now? Nice and clearly? Yeah? So he wanted them, or we can say the king wanted them because they sang so beautifully, capital letter at the beginning of the sentence and a full stop at the end. Are we happy with that answer, everybody? Yes? I'm just going to start back over here somewhere. Why was the blackbird's wife sad? So when they caught the blackbird's wife, okay, so let's have a look. Okay, we have a highlighter.
Ooh. That's not a good color.
Hang on. Oh, I'm trying to get this thing to work for me. See, there's work here. There you go. So if you look at the text, what's it say there? Why was she? But she was so sad that she wouldn't sing at all. So why wasn't she sing? Because she was sad. That's what it says in the text on page number 4. If you go back to that. So why was the blackbird's wife sad? Asking why was she sad? So let's go back to the text. Now, they put her into a silver cage and hung. So she was. What did she want to do? She wanted to be with her husband. She wanted to fly away, go home. She was trapped. She was taken without her will. So she wanted to be back with her husband. So we can write so many different types of answers here. So let's have a look at particular answer we can write here. So we could write she couldn't fly away. She couldn't go home. She was trapped. She was in a cage. The king had caught her. She wanted to be with her. So we can say here she. Okay, we need to go back to the text now. Typewriter.
She was sad because she trapped. She was trapped.
Yeah.
That's good. She was trapped.
Yeah. So she
was
trapped in the cage. Where did she want to be? She wanted to be so in a sense I've put possibly 2 answers in here. Full stop. She was trapped in the cage. She wanted to be with her husband. Can you please make sure that your text doesn't go into the yellow part? Mine has. That's a little bit me being not careful enough. But we can let me off that. Yeah? You happy with that?
Yeah.
Record. Okay. What instrument did the blackbird play on the way to the palace? So let's look at the text here. Okay. What did he make for himself? If you look at the highlighter, He took a sharp stone for a sword, and took a wall and wore his helmet. He made himself a little drum. Can you see that they're highlighted? He made himself a little. On which page is that? And that's on page number 4, the first page. So go back to the text.
The instrument was.
You can write instrument was. Hang on a second. Okay, typewriter.
It was a little. Is it drum? A drum. Yes. No.
Lovely. Number 4. The king treated the animals badly. What had the king done to the fox? So let's look back at the text. If you look at the text, when he meets the fox, what does the fox say? So let's get our highlighted tool.
He held it and hunted it in your mouth.
Here we go. If you look, what page are we on now? What page are we on? What page is that on?
Page 4.
That's not page 4.
5.
Page 5. On page 5, in the first paragraph, what I've highlighted for you, for years he's hounded me and hunted me. That's what the fox was saying. That's the reason why the fox was going.
That should be white. I'm working on.
Should we put that down? So what do we say here for number 4? 4 part A, we're going to write down. Okay. What had the king done to the fox? The king had, what was that word? What word does he use, Suleiman, the one I highlighted? The king had hounded.
Hounded.
For what does it say, for many years?
Hounded and hunted. Hounded.
Yeah, hounded me and hunted me. Hounded and hunted the fox for many years. Yeah? Are we happy with that as an answer? So that was the reason given by the fox on page number 5. The king had hounded and hunted the fox for many years. That's the reason why the king wasn't nice to that fox. What had the king done to the ants? So for that one, we go back to the text. So hang on a second. Let's get the highlighter. He goes here. They got the. So that's about the blackbird. The blackbird. Then you march past the. Okay, where's about the ants? Here we go. Okay, where's the ants? As anybody can tell me the answer? Here we go. Here's the answer. Next, blackbird met some ants. Where are you going? So what was their reason? For years he's poisoned us. For years he's poisoned us and poured hot water onto our. Suleiman, are you paying attention, mate? Look at the text. What page are we on now? Alia. Page number? Page number 5. Can you see the highlighted bits, girls? Can you see that part? That's what the answer's saying. We'll come with you. For years he's poisoned us and poured water onto our nets. That's what the answer's saying. So let's write that down. Okay, can somebody remember that, yeah? So for here, we're going to now write down our typewriter. Okay, we're going to put it on here. Okay. That. Okay, let's write. So, 4 years. The king. What did the king do to the nest? Again? King had. What did he do?
Poisoned.
Okay, come on, folks. I'm asking you questions. You guys. Yeah, poisoned them and poured hot water onto okay, and that is actually in your text, which I just told you where it was. Okay, I'm going to just do one other thing here. That's okay. Pause that. You done? For years he's drained me and dirtied me. What does the word drained mean for question number 5? So drained means. So when you talk about drain me, what does it mean? When you drain a tank, what do?
You make it wet.
No, drain doesn't mean like. Come on, Isa, go on, Fatima. What do you think, Fatima? Go on. Go on.
Like taking the water out.
That's right. When you drain something, you take the water out, so it's going to be the third one. So that's the answer. That's my little wonky tick. The Blackbird said, "You and I at war. How do you know that the king was not worried by this?" So from the text, what was the king doing? Okay, so let me pause this a second because. Okay, so the Blackbird said, "You and I at war. How do you know what the king was? The king was not worried by this." Let's go to the text. Okay, let's go to the text. Right. Okay. Alright. Okay. Right. Right. I've come to fight the king. The servant led him to the king sitting on his golden throne. What do you want? Said the king. I want my wife. Well, you shan't have her. He's not a nice person, is he?
Next thing. He's an unkind person.
It's not nice. Not nice, was he?
Okay.
Okay. Then said the bird, "You and I at war." He began to beat his drum. The king laughed to his servants. So how do we know? How do we know that the king wasn't worried? What did he do? He laughed. Okay, so what do you write down here?
Thank you.
So we say here the king. So the king laughed shows us that he doesn't care. And he's not worried. Ready for the next page?
Yeah.
Question number 7. Draw lines to match these characters to help the help they gave the Blackbird. So we're going to join them with some arrows. Now the fox, what was the fox doing? The fox was doing what to the chickens? The fox was called first in the text. So in the text, if you look at the text here, so okay, so the Blackbird was locked inside the hen house. Straight away he called the fox, who came and snarled and snapped at the chickens, who were terrified. Okay, so the fox was scaring the chickens. What about the ants? What did the ants do?
Terrified the elephant.
Well, what did do the elephants?
They tickled and terrified.
Yeah, soon they were crawling up the elephants' ears and tickling them and stuff. Yeah?
Yep.
So the ants were terrifying the elephants. So the last one has to be, the river was, it frightened the king. Happy that we got those arrows, Suleiman? Got them?
Yeah.
Find and copy 2 words that describe how scared the king was. So let's have a look if you can find out where this how scared the king was. Okay, I found one word. Last paragraph. Soon he was. So what word is it? Quivering.
And trembled.
Quivering. I'm trying to highlight it. That's one answer. So that tells us how scared he is. Quivering and quaking, shivering and shaking. Any one of those. Have you got trembled as well?
Yeah.
Where's trembled?
It's
There it is. Lovely. So we've got trembled as well. And we've got quaking as well. And we've got shivering as well. So we've got 5 possible answers which I'm highlighting for you right now. Okay, so any of those 5 answers will do for us. So let's write it down. So number 1. Let's get... Oh, I don't even want to do that. I didn't want to do that. So, for question number 8, what can we say? What words are we going to choose then? Girls, quivering. We do quivering, yeah? Do quivering first. If I spell anything wrong, folks, please tell me nicely. Say you did a spelling mistake. So we got quivering. What else? Anything else? We have shivering, quaking, shaking. I think we should write down trembled, because that shows like how scared he was. He was a little chicken. So I'm going to say trembled. Okay, lovely. Okay, have you finished the first section? Are you happy with that? That's the end of the first section. Now we're going to read the second section about plastics and the environment. So we're going to pause the video here and come back to that section. Okay, let's go pause it. Okay, we're back to live now, folks. Question number 9. When were plastics first made? So if you look back at our text here, plastics were first made when? If you look at the text and we do our highlighting tool, the first plastics were made more than
100 years ago.
Okay, see the highlighted there in the text? That's the original part of the text. The first, go to now plastics. The first plastics were made more than 100 years ago. That's the answer we're going to write down here. So let's get our typewriter. Let's click here. More than 100 years ago. And that will do. More than 100 years ago. Take 2 good things about plastics. Plastics can be, let's get a little pen. Plastic can be, we know this one quite easily, any shape. And plastic can be many colors. That's a nice and easy one for us to do. 2 ticks. Okay, question number 11. Why can plastics be dangerous when they melt? So let's look back at the text now. So, right, if you look at the text and we get our highlighted tool and we look at bad points, say the plastics can. What am I highlighting now, girls? Tell me, what can they do? They can give off poisonous fumes in their mouth. So that's part of the text, yeah? So let's get back to this. Let's write down here. Typewriter, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. It's a little bit slow because we're going to do all these different things to it before we start writing. So what do we say here? Okay. They can release poisonous. What do we say, Suleiman? Yeah, I'm coming now. Poisonous fumes, which are okay. Are you happy with that sentence? Give 2 problems with landfill sites. So look back at the text. Okay. Now, in the landfill site, are we looking at the right text? Folks, we look at this page. Ladies, Hello, we look at this page now. Okay. These dumps called landfills can be, what can they be? They can be what? Smelly, ugly, and harmful. So how many reasons have you found? How many? 3 reasons. Well done, folks. Let's go back to the text. So how many reasons do we need to give here?
Smelly and harmful.
So we need to give 2. So we just go, here we go. So you got that smelly and harmful. Smelly. And the second reason is, they mentioned the second reason was, what was it?
Harmful.
Ugly. They for harmful as well. Any of those 3, you only need 2. What are most plastics made from today? Give 2 things. So look at the text, folks. Let's have a look what plastics are made from today. Okay. So what are they made from? Plastics are now made from? What does it say in the text, folks? Plastics are made from oil, coal, okay, and natural gas. Not just gas, natural gas. Okay, so them are the 3 things that plastics are currently made from. What are you doing? You said oil, coal, and natural gas. So let's get back to this. And how many do we need?
2.
2. Let's put down 2. Come on, folks. Write down oil. You start writing it down. Could you write this one? Okay, I did ask for 20 and I got 12. Oil. Okay, now this is getting really, really slow. So keep on changing it. Gas. So you can write down oil, gas. Okay, I think for gas, I think we should actually write down here in front what kind of gas it is.
Naughty.
Naughty gas. Yeah, naughty gas.
Natural gas.
Natural gas. What might plastics be made from in the future? So if you look at the text, folks, in the future, it tells you here, scientists investigate new ideas for making plastics from, what they're making from plants such as sweet potato, bamboo, and flax. Them are the 3 things. So okay, are we happy with that?
Yep.
And how many do we need to give? How many points?
2.
Let's give 3 points. Come on, folks, write those 2 points down. Any ones you like?
What are they calling them?
We just showed you. Can somebody remind us about what they were?
I've got sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
I know that one. Bamboo and flax. Potato.
Okay, hang on a second. Okay, hang on a second. Come on.
Sweet potato.
What was it?
Sweet potato. Sweet flax. Sweet potato. And what
Okay, shh. Mr. Isa, can you be focused, please, yeah? Back to recording now. Ladies, can you focus, please? Write it down. What the 2 things are. So we said sweet potato, Suleiman. What else?
Flax and bamboo.
And what's the next one?
Bamboo.
Bamboo.
That's flax.
Okay, we can also have flax, but they only want 2. So you give them 2 out of the 3.
I take sweet potato and flax.
That's lovely. Look at the section headed reuse. Find a copy of the word that means the same as given away. Let's have a look. So reuse here. Another thing we can do is help you use this practice. For example, many people are using fewer plastic bags for their. So in reuse here, you can reuse lots of plastic objects. Plastic bottles can be reused many times. Rather than, what's the word that they're using here?
Throwing.
Okay. Throwing away unwanted plastic goods such as and can be no heads were there. Let's get the highlighted tool, folks. Look over here.
Donated.
The word is
Donated.
donate. When you give something away, that's called donated.
Like,
Let's write that down over here. Let's get our.
When
Okay.
is it gonna be bright?
Okay, Mister. In a few minutes. Yeah. Let's finish one section first before you start dreaming about your break time.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that, Isa.
Alright.
The word that we're looking for is donate. Look at the section headed recycle. Give one thing that can be made from recycled plastic. So we look over here. It says recycle over here. Let's get our highlighter tool. Recycled waste materials can be used again to make new products. However, this can be difficult. Blah blah blah. Some plastic can be melted to use for products. As what can you make with recycled plastic?
Blah, 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 blah.
And you can even make fibers. Okay.
And clothes.
And clothes. Yeah. So we can make bags with recycled plastic, bottles, and clothing. Let's put clothing here. Highlighted. There you go.
I'm gonna write clothes.
Okay, that's fine. You can.
Oh no, I took my shower.
Okay, we only need to give one. So you look back at the text. So we got the word bags, or bottles, or clothing. Should we write down clothing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's write down clothing.
Look at the
Okay. Someone's talking gibberish. Gibberish? If there's such a thing. So we can write down clothes.
Is that my clothing?
Okay, yeah, we can write making clothing. Lovely. Done. So anybody, if you want to write bags, write down bags. If you want to write bottles, write down bottles. Next one, number 17. Draw lines to match the words below to their meanings. Okay. So when we reuse something, what are we doing? Use the same thing more than once. When we reduce something, what do we do? Use less of something. Recycle means to turn an object into something else. Beautiful. Well done, folks. We're on the last page now. Just a little bit ticking, and then you can have your break, Mr. Issa, that you have been waiting for a long time. Right. So I'm gonna get my little ticking tool. So we should use more things made of plastic. Right? Or true or false? Is that true or false? The answer is
Yes.
we shouldn't use more things made of plastic. We should. Today we use plastics a lot. Is that true or false?
Yeah.
It is. We use lots of plastics. Plastic is hard to get rid of. Is that true or false?
Yes.
Absolutely. It doesn't rot. Plastics rot, and the answer is absolutely no. They don't rot. And that's the end of our test. Thank you very much for being patient with us. I'll see you in the next